We got the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. What a name. But despite that, we should have a good game. We have South Florida taking on Old Dominion. South Florida, man, they started the year off so well, but then they lost a couple tough games against Miami, Memphis, and Navy. But for the most part, they look like a good team, and they are losing their head coach. But South Florida looks like they're bringing in Brian Hartline from Ohio State. So consider this an audition for these South Florida players. They have a good coach coming in. Old Dominion, they've had a good season. This team has been a tough team. I remember they started the year out. One of their losses this year is against Indiana, and they did not get blown out. That game was only 24-17. They played Indiana close, and this defense is no joke. They've had a good season. Stumbled a couple times. They lost to Indiana, Marshall, and James Madison. Those Marshall and James Madison games, they got beat pretty good. They lost to James Madison 63-27. Marshall, I don't have the score on that one, but like they turned the ball over like 3 or 4 times. So turnovers can be an issue for this team. Heading into this game, we got South Florida as a -3-point favorite. This game is at Camping World in Orlando. I think that's UCF's home stadium, so it's almost a home game for South Florida. And we're looking at a total 52.5. On those, these lines have moved a lot. This game opened at South Florida -7.5, and it's been bet all the way down to -3. And that total opened up at 56.5, and it's been bet down to 52.5. So on that total, South Florida, their last 2 games went under the total, and those were like 57, 68, 62, so pretty high numbers. Whereas Old Dominion, like I said, this defense is pretty legit for their level. They've gone 5 straight unders. When you look at the team rankings, Old Dominion's ranked 15th total offense in the nation and number 32 total defense in the nation, whereas South Florida, number 2 total offense in the nation and the number 83 total defense. So they South Florida likes to score, and their defense tries to keep up. What gives me concerns is those losses for Old Dominion were against teams that rushed the ball well. James Madison went well over 300 yards against them. Indiana went over 300 yards rushing against them. So they're going up against number 10 total rushing offense in the nation, and against their number, was that like 65th? Like their rushing defense isn't great, so that's a concern. South Florida can run the ball. Both these teams, their quarterbacks are their leading rusher and leading passer, so it's something to keep an eye on. Old Dominion's quarterback said he's already going into the portal, so no, this should be interesting. It should be strength on strength. It should be Old Dominion's good defense against number 2 total offense in the country. Should be a fun game. I do lean South Florida, especially since that number's been bet all the way down to 3. I don't trust. I trust this South Florida. This team is. It's going to be an audition for them for Brian Hartline, and I expect this team to play well and run the ball against Old Dominion. But let me know in the comments how you guys see this game going. For more easy to read stats like this, go to getstam.com. Drop a follow, see other games.